Max had always dreamed of exploring new worlds. Since he was a child, he looked up at the stars and wondered what lay beyond. Now, as a young explorer, he had a chance to visit a planet far from Earth. The planet was called Nara, and it was known for its wild forests and ancient ruins. Max's ship landed softly on the green soil. The air smelled fresh and strange. The sky was a bright blue with two suns shining. Max stepped out with his backpack and scanner. His heart beat fast. He was alone, but ready. He wanted to find new life and learn about it. As he walked, he saw tall trees with leaves that shimmered. Strange birds flew above, singing sounds he had never heard. The ground was soft under his boots. He moved carefully toward a clearing. In the clearing, Max saw old stone walls covered in moss. The ruins looked very old. He felt a mix of excitement and caution. Suddenly, he heard a sound behind him. Max turned quickly and saw figures emerging from the forest. They were not like any animals or humans he knew. The creatures were tall and strong, with smooth skin that shined in the sunlight. Their eyes were large and kind, but full of power. A woman stepped forward. She was taller than the others. Her skin was a deep blue color. Her eyes glowed softly with a golden light. She wore a crown made of silver branches and bright gems. Max knew she must be their leader. She spoke with a calm voice, but the words were strange. Max's translator helped him understand. "I am Zara, queen of the Nari people," she said. "Why do you come to our home, human?" Max bowed his head, slightly. He wanted to show respect. "My name is Max. I come from a world far away. I mean no harm. I want to learn about your people and your planet." Zara watched him carefully. The others behind her stayed quiet but alert. Max felt the weight of their eyes. Then Zara smiled, a small smile that made her look less like a queen and more like a friend. "You are brave to come here alone. Many would fear us." Max smiled back. "I am not afraid. I believe we can learn from each other." Zara nodded. "You will come with me. You will meet my court and learn our ways." Max followed Zara through the forest. The trees grew taller and the air cooler. They reached a large village built into the trees. The houses were made of wood and shining crystals. The Nari people moved gracefully, watching Max with curiosity, but no fear. Zara introduced Max to her advisors. They were wise and strong. One was a tall man named Kiro. He spoke with respect. "Welcome, Max. You must show us your heart if you want to be trusted here." Max felt a little nervous, but steady. "I want to be a friend." Zara led Max to a large hall. Inside, paintings of stars and animals covered the walls. The floor was soft with moss. "Here we hold our meetings and decisions," Zara said. "You will stay with us for a time." Max looked around. He thought about Earth and his home. But he also felt something new. Hope. Suddenly, a warning horn sounded outside. Zara's eyes sharpened. "Rival tribes come to challenge us. They do not welcome strangers." Max stepped forward. "I can help. I have some skills and tools from my world." Zara looked at him for a long moment. "Very well. Show us what you can do." Max smiled. He felt the adventure had just begun. Max woke early the next day. The soft light of the two suns filled the sky above the Nari village. Birds sang quietly, but Max could feel the tension in the air. The rival tribes were close. The queen, Zara, moved with calm strength. She held meetings with her advisors and warriors. Max watched and learned. The Nari people were skilled fighters, but also careful and wise. They did not seek war, but they would protect their home. Max met Cairo again. The tall advisor smiled and said, "You want to help us? Tell me what you can do." Max took out a small device from his bag. It was a tool that could scan the land and show maps. "This can help us see the enemy before they arrive," Max explained. Cairo's eyes grew wide. "This is clever. We will use it." Together they went to the edge of the village where the forest was thick. Max turned on the device. It showed shapes moving in the distance. The rival tribes were gathering. Their numbers were large and their weapons looked dangerous. Zara arrived and looked at the screen. "We must be ready. Max, can you help us prepare?" "Defenses?" Max nodded. "I have some ideas. We can build traps and barriers using the trees and rocks. I will teach your warriors how to use some simple tools from my world." The queen smiled. "Good. You will be with us in this fight." Max spent the day with the Nari warriors. They practiced together. Max showed them how to use small devices that made noise to warn of danger. He helped set traps hidden in the ground. The warriors moved quickly and learned fast. Max was impressed by their skill and bravery. In the evening, Zara invited Max to walk with her. They moved quietly through the glowing forest. Zara spoke softly. "You are different from other humans. You respect life and our ways." Max looked at her and said, "I believe every life is important. We can be friends, not enemies." Zara stopped and smiled. "You may be the bridge between our worlds." Suddenly they heard a sound nearby. It was a small group of rival scouts. The Nari warriors moved silently and captured them without harm. Zara spoke to the scouts. "Leave now. Do not come back." The scouts looked afraid and ran away. Max realized this world was full of danger, but also respect. Zara's people fought, to protect, not to destroy. That night, Max sat by the fire with the Nari people. They shared stories. Max told them about Earth, about the stars and cities. The Nari told Max about their ancestors and the meaning of the stars in their sky. Max felt a deep connection to them. As the days passed, Max and Zara grew closer. They talked often about their hopes and dreams. Max admired Zara's wisdom and kindness. Zara respected Max's courage and honesty. One morning, while helping with preparations, Max said something without thinking. He spoke in his language, but the translator made it clear to the Nari. "Will you marry me?" The words surprised everyone. Zara looked at Max with wide eyes. The warriors stopped working. The air was still. Zara smiled slowly. "I accept." Max's heart jumped. He did not expect her answer. The people around them cheered quietly. For the Nari, this was not just a promise between two people. It was a sign of unity between their tribe and the humans. Max felt a mix of fear and joy. He knew this was the start of something new and powerful. Together, they would face the challenges. Ahead, days passed since the marriage offer and Zara's acceptance. Max felt a new sense of responsibility. The people of the Nari tribe looked at him differently now. He was no longer just a visitor. He was someone important to their queen and to their future. Max wanted to prove he deserved their trust. Zara spent more time with Max, teaching him about the Nari ways. She showed him how they lived in balance with the forest and the animals. Max saw that the Nari did not waste resources. They used only what was needed and cared deeply for their land. It was different from Earth, where people often took more than they gave back. One morning, Zara took Max to the edge of the village. From a hilltop, they could see the wide green forest stretching far away. The two suns warmed the land gently. "This planet is our home," Zara said. "We protect it with all our hearts." Max looked at her and said, "I want to help protect it too. Your people are strong and kind. I am proud to stand with you." Zara smiled. "We are stronger together." The bond between Max and Zara grew. They shared stories, hopes, and dreams. Max told Zara about his family and friends on Earth. Zara spoke of her ancestors who built the village and lived in peace. Both knew the future would bring challenges, but they were ready to face them. Meanwhile, the rival tribes did not forget the growing alliance. They saw Max as a threat and Zara's acceptance as a challenge to their power. The leaders of these tribes began to plan a larger attack. They wanted to take the land and end Zara's rule. Zara called a meeting with her warriors and advisors. Max stood by her side. "The enemy will come soon," Zara said. "We must be ready to defend our home and our people." Max suggested, "We can use the technology from my world. It can help us watch for their moves and protect the village." The Nari warriors listened carefully. Kiro, the tall advisor, nodded. "Your knowledge is valuable, Max. We will use it well." They worked day and night. Max taught the warriors how to use sensors that could detect movement in the forest. The Nari built stronger walls and traps with Max's help. The village became a fortress, blending nature and new ideas. One afternoon, Max and Zara went on a hunt with a group of warriors. They moved silently through the forest, searching for food and signs of the enemy. Max noticed how the Nari worked with the land. They respected every creature and took only what was needed. Suddenly, the group heard a noise. It was a warning call. They stopped and listened. In the distance, smoke rose. The rival tribes were attacking a small outpost that protected the village's path. Zara and Max led the warriors quickly to the outpost. The battle was fierce but short. Zara's people fought bravely and won. Max used his tools to help spot enemies and avoid traps. The rival tribes retreated, but their threat remained. Back in the village, the people celebrated their victory. Max felt proud, but knew the danger was not over. He looked at Zara and said, "We will protect this home. Together." Zara took Max's hand. "Our bond is strong. The future belongs to those who fight for peace." As night fell, Max and Zara stood on the hilltop again. The stars shone brightly in the clear sky. They dreamed of a world where humans and Nari could live as one. The story of their alliance began to spread beyond the forest. It was a tale of hope, courage, and new beginnings. The days grew tense after the battle at the outpost. The rival tribes did not give up. Their leaders gathered more warriors and prepared a larger attack. They wanted to take the Nari land and end Zara's rule once and for all. The threat was real, and the whole village felt the weight of it. Max and Zara spent long hours planning. Zara's people trusted Max's knowledge of new tools and tactics. Max, however, learned much from Zara about patience, wisdom, and respect for life. Together, they made plans that combined their strengths. One morning, Zara called her council to discuss the defense. Max stood beside her as she spoke. "The enemy will come soon and in great numbers," Zara said. "We must be ready to protect our home, our people, and the future we build." Max added, "I have an idea. We can use the traps and sensors to create a strong early warning system. That way, we will know where the enemy moves before they reach us." Kiro, Zara's advisor, nodded. "Your ideas have helped us before, Max. We trust you." For the next days, the village became busy with preparations. Warriors trained harder. The Nari worked with Max to build new defenses. They dug trenches and set traps around the village borders. The forest was alive with silent warnings. One evening, Max and Zara sat near a glowing fire. They talked quietly about their journey so far. Max said, "I never thought I would find a place like this, or people like you." Zara smiled softly. "You are more than a visitor now. You are part of us." Suddenly, a messenger arrived, breathless. "The enemy is close," he said. "They move faster than we thought." The village prepared quickly. Everyone took their positions. Max checked his devices and sensors. The night was calm, but the tension was thick. Then, far away, the sound of drums echoed through the forest. The rival tribes were coming. Zara gave a signal, and the warriors moved silently. Max stayed near the control center, watching the screens and warning of enemy movements. The village was ready for battle. The enemy arrived under the cover of darkness. They moved carefully, but the trap slowed them down. Some warriors were caught, but Zara's forces fought bravely to protect their home. Max used his technology to help guide the defenders. He sent messages to the warriors and gave advice to Zara. Their teamwork was strong. In the middle of the fight, Max saw a group of enemy warriors trying to sneak around the village. He warned Zara quickly. Zara led a small team to stop them. The clash was fierce, but Zara's people won. As dawn broke, the enemy began to retreat. Their numbers were less, and their spirit was broken. Zara stood with Max, looking at the sunrise. "This victory shows our strength," she said. "But we must remain watchful." Max nodded. "We will protect this home together." The people of the Nari cheered and celebrated. The bond between humans and Nari grew stronger. Max felt proud and hopeful. He knew their journey was just beginning. The victory brought relief to the Nari village, but Max and Zara knew the rival tribes would not stop. Their enemies were clever and determined. They would return with new plans and more warriors. The peace they hoped for was still far away. Max spent his days helping the Nari improve their defenses. He shared ideas from Earth about teamwork and using the land wisely. Zara led her people with calm confidence, inspiring everyone to stand strong. One morning, Max walked through the village. He saw children playing near the glowing trees. The Nari people smiled and greeted him warmly. Max felt a deep connection to this place. It was becoming his home. Zara joined him as he watched the children. She said, "This is what we fight for, the future of our people and our children." Max nodded. "I want to protect this future with you." As the days passed, Max and Zara grew closer. They learned about each other's worlds and dreams. Zara showed Max how to listen to the forest and understand its signs. Max taught Zara about human inventions and stories. One evening, while walking under the stars, Max surprised Zara by offering a simple ring made from a shiny stone he found on Nara. "Will you marry me?" he asked quietly. Zara looked at him with warm eyes. "I already accepted your offer," she said with a gentle smile. Their bond was now stronger than ever. The people of the Nari tribe saw this union as a symbol of hope and peace. It showed that two different worlds could come together. But danger was not far away. The rival tribes had been watching and waiting. They planned a final attack to take control of the land and end Zara's rule. One night, scouts reported that a large enemy force was moving toward the village. Zara called her warriors. Max stood with her, ready to fight for their home. The battle was long and hard. The enemy used tricks and traps to try and break through. But Zara's people and Max's knowledge helped them defend with courage and skill. At one moment, Max spotted a group trying to sneak behind their lines. He warned Zara quickly. Zara led a small team to stop the attack. Their bravery turned the tide. When the sun rose, the enemy was defeated. The Nari tribe and Max's allies had won. The village celebrated, but Max and Zara knew their journey was not over. They looked to the future with hope and promise. Together they would build a new world where humans and Nari could live in peace. Their story was only beginning. The victory was sweet, but quiet. The village was safe for now, but Max and Zara knew the real challenge was ahead. They needed to build a future where both their people could live together peacefully. The marriage was more than a promise between two hearts. It was a symbol of hope for two worlds. Max spent his days teaching the Nari people new skills. He helped them improve their tools and learn about Earth's ways of working together. The Nari were quick learners. They listened carefully and worked hard. Max felt proud to be part of their community. Zara guided her people with wisdom. She encouraged peace, but prepared them for any threat. She knew that trust between different peoples was not easy. It took time and effort. The Queen and Max grew closer, sharing their dreams and fears. They spoke about how to protect their home and build a better future. One day, Max and Zara visited a sacred place deep in the forest. It was where the Nari ancestors rested. The trees there were tall and ancient. The air felt calm and full of power. Zara explained, "This place reminds us of our roots and our duty to protect the land." Max nodded. "I want to honor your ancestors and protect this home with you." The bond between them grew stronger. The people saw how Max and Zara worked together. They felt hope that peace could last. But the rival tribes were not silent. They sent messengers to ask for a meeting. Zara and Max decided to meet with their leaders. It was a chance to find peace without more fighting. The meeting was tense. The rival leaders did not trust Zara or Max. They wanted power and control. But Zara spoke with calm strength. Max showed respect and honesty. Slowly, the talks began to change. They agreed to a truce. The rival tribes would stop attacks if Zara's tribe shared resources and knowledge. It was a difficult decision, but one that could bring lasting peace. Back in the village, Max and Zara prepared for a special ceremony. Their marriage was not just a promise of love, but a bond between their peoples. The whole village came to celebrate. Max wore a simple tunic made by the Nari people. Zara wore her queen's crown and a dress made of shining leaves. The ceremony was beautiful and full of meaning. They promised to protect each other and their people. As they stood together, the stars shone bright in the sky. Max knew that this moment was the start of a new chapter. Two worlds were coming together, stronger and wiser. The story of Max and Zara spread across the land. It became a tale of hope, courage, and friendship. They showed that even the greatest differences could be united by respect and love. The day of the ceremony arrived with bright sunlight and soft winds. The Nari village was alive with colors and sounds. Everyone gathered to witness the union of Queen Zara and Max, the human who had come from the stars. The air was filled with hope and joy. Max wore a simple robe made of soft fabric from earth. It was light and comfortable. Zara wore her queen's crown and a dress made of woven leaves that shimmered in the sunlight. Her eyes shone with happiness and strength. The ceremony was held in the heart of the village under the tallest tree. The tree was ancient and wide, its branches reaching toward the sky. It was a symbol of life and connection. Around the tree, the Nari people placed flowers and stones from their planet. Zara stood tall and proud. She spoke to the people in her calm and clear voice. "Today, we join two worlds. Max and I promise to protect this land and its people. Together, we will build a future of peace and friendship." Max took Zara's hand. He felt the warmth and strength of her touch. He spoke next. "I promise to stand with Zara and the Nari people. I will learn from you and share what I know. Together, we will face whatever comes." The people cheered softly. The sounds of the forest joined their voices. Birds sang from the trees, and the wind whispered through the leaves. It was a moment of unity and new beginnings. After the ceremony, the village celebrated with music, dance, and food. Max tasted new dishes made from strange fruits and plants. The Nari danced in their graceful way, and Max tried to follow. Laughter and happiness filled the air. Later, Max and Zara walked together along a quiet path. The two suns were setting, painting the sky with colors of orange and purple. Max looked at Zara and said, "This day feels like a dream, but it is real. I am grateful for you and this new life." Zara smiled. "Our journey has just begun. Together we will protect our home and build a better world." In the days that followed, Max and Zara worked side by side. They helped their people learn from each other. Humans and Nari shared stories, knowledge, and dreams. The old fears began to fade. replaced by trust and friendship. The rival tribes respected the new alliance. They saw that fighting only brought pain. Some even joined the peace talks and offered friendship. The planet of Nara began to heal from years of conflict. Max and Zara's story spread beyond their world. It reached other planets and people. It was a tale of hope, courage, and unity. Two very different beings came together and showed that peace was possible. As the stars shone bright above Nara, Max and Zara looked to the future with hope. Their bond was strong, and their hearts were full. They knew challenges would come, but they were ready to face them, together. The human and the alien queen had become partners in life and in leadership. Their story was a reminder that even in the vast universe, friendship and love could unite all.